guys, it's Amber. So today it's time for another anti-haul, and today is a little different anti-haul than I normally do. If you're not familiar with anti-hauls that I do, I normally do more of a shop my stash and I show things that I would be using in my collection instead of things that are out there to buy. But today we are doing Sephora VIB and VIB Rouge sale anti-haul. So before I begin, here's my big fat disclaimer. So starting off, I love makeup. I love buying makeup. I get to the point where sometimes I probably spend money I shouldn't on makeup. I love to find things that are a really good deal. I love to get things on sale. I love when people give me gift cards for Christmas or birthdays. I'm in no way shaming anyone who loves makeup. I'm not shaming anyone who loves to spend a lot on makeup. People who save their money all year long for the one time that they can go haywire and buy a lot of things. That's totally fine. Like, I am completely supportive of that. If you've got the money and you love to buy it, then by all means, do you. Like, you do you. But I do think because of the way that social media has influenced the makeup community and just brands in general, there is a lot of pressure to keep up with the Joneses and to have the latest and greatest. And I think the Sephora VIB sale thing feeds right into this. And so if you're someone that doesn't have the money to go out and spend $1,000 a year on makeup and then drop another $500 at the sale, this is for you. And even if you do spend money at the VIB sale, I am so happy for you, and I think that's awesome, and I hope you can still enjoy a little bit of my humor here. Basically, if you guys aren't familiar with Sephora, they carry... If you're not familiar with Sephora, I wonder how you found your way onto this channel. Like, let's just be honest, like, what are you doing watching a beauty channel if you don't know what Sephora is? Okay, anyway, sometimes random people watch my videos who know me personally, and I'm like, what? Why are you watching my videos? Like, what? For those of you who may not know, Sephora carries mid-range and high-end luxury brand makeup, skincare, hair care, perfumes, and twice a year they do their VIB Rouge sale, and sometimes it's 15%, sometimes it's 20%, and depending what you are, you can get different percents. Also, I think they offer like 10% for maybe just VIB members. And it's an exciting thing, and it is so hyped up. Like, way more than the platinum perks from Ulta when you get the 20% off coupon. Like, huge. Because other than this, Sephora doesn't really do a lot of sales. Like, you can go to Ulta and get like buy one get one 50% off on NYX, or you know, this or that, but it's like, this is Sephora's twice a year huge sale. And I am just a normal person. I don't have $500 to spend at Sephora in one drop. I wish I did. But you know what? I spend an insane amount of money on beauty products, but most of it is hair color. Like, I just did a beautiful, like, really dark, cool brown with these, like, vivid purple highlight colors. And I just dropped $50 on her color. Well, that's my job. So I have to buy this for my job. And for people who do this for a job, this is amazing because they can stock up on all the essentials they need and get 20% off when they're already shopping there so much because this is their job. Same thing with YouTubers. Like, this isn't a job for me. I basically probably spend more doing YouTube than I do making YouTube. By the time I factor in my equipment, my new computer I just bought, buying stuff to review, I spend more than I make. But for those who actually make a living off of YouTube, their job is to review products. So if they can go in a big swoop and what they're not getting sent to them, because, you know, a lot of people get PR and stuff, they can get 20% off. It's an amazing investment for them because they can get some money off and they're very popular videos. And so I totally get that. I totally get that it's amazing for me to watch someone with 5 Sephora boxes and unbox all of them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have all the things. I totally feel that. It's exciting, but it's also kind of their job. So they have the money. They could basically write off on their taxes saying this was a business expense. And like I said, if you've got the money to burn, girl, like, enjoy it. Enjoy it for the rest of us who are over here going, ah. For those of you who don't have the money to spend $1,000 a year at Sephora to be a VIB Rouge member, let me tell you, I'm not a VIB Rouge member. Or you do spend that much, but you just don't have anything else. Maybe you're going to pick up your one foundation you love, you're out of it, you're going to get that, whatever. But like, it is hard to watch people unbox these insane videos. Like, there's been a lot of helpful videos about like what to pick for the VIB Rouge sale. Like, a lot of YouTubers will do them, and you've been seeing them a lot probably the past 2 or 3 weeks. Like, here's my picks. These are the things that are really worth it, because you want to, you know, make a good purchase. You don't want to waste your money. But it's hard because there's things that maybe you wouldn't purchase, but like once you get 10, 15, 20% off, you're like, I think it's worth it. Like, I totally want that. It's totally justifiable. But I'm like, girl, being on sale does not mean it's free. And being on sale does not mean you need it. I know that's not the popular opinion, but I struggle with it too. I totally get it. But there's something about it being on sale that I'm just like, it's a crime if I don't buy this, because it's like, I can get all this money off. And so I could get like, you know, by the time I buy all these things, it's basically like getting these items for free. And who doesn't love free? I love free. Those who don't work in the beauty industry, who just put on makeup on one face every day, do you really need it? And the answer is no. I know that's not what everyone wants to hear. I know that's not what like Sephora wants you to hear, but you don't. You don't have to have it. So I don't want you to feel guilty if you can't afford it. I enjoy seeing it, but I'm happy for you. But I don't sit over here and cry in the corner, because I know it's okay, because I got a lot of stuff that I love, and probably stuff that I love even more than what I could buy now. There's my giant disclaimer, basically. So I'm gonna just continue going. I'm gonna try to go through this really quickly. I'm not gonna have dupes for everything or suggestions. I'm basically gonna just list off some of the products that caught my eye and reasons why I'm not going to be purchasing them. And of course, as always, I'm gonna give you the tally of how much it would cost. I will add up everything, original price, and then I'll take off the 15 or 20% at the end, so you guys could see how much you guys would be saving if you bought this, and you can decide, would it have been worth it to you to purchase all these things or not? Totally up to you. So the first item was the Dyson Supersonic Dryer. This thing is $399. Okay, $399. I am a professional hairstylist, and I've done this for over 12 years. I cannot really justify spending $400 on a hairdryer. I have like a total professional hooded dryer that didn't even cost that much. I have the most expensive, lightweight, best motor hairdryer that I could buy from a professional beauty salon supply that didn't cost that much. It's still expensive. It was probably like $200, but like half the price of this. I mean, I've seen videos on it, and I'm sure it's really great because it's even more lightweight, and maybe it dries the hair a little faster, but I just could not justify spending that much money on a dryer. And I do hair. Like, I have people come and sit in my chair and they pay me money to do this. I just don't know, like, unless you had crazy, crazy thick hair that took you like hours to dry, why you would need a $400 hairdryer. I just don't get it. All right, next, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Palette. Now, this palette is so interesting because it has like all these colors, and you're just supposed to like concoct them and make different lip colors. And I'm like, yeah, that is a really cool idea. But again, if you're not a makeup artist, how much time are we really going to spend like creating this funky blue editorial lip, or like creating all these colors? Like, I know that I'm lucky most days to slap some lip gloss on and go, because I'm a mom of 3. And honey, I ain't got time for that. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't have time for that. So as much as it's really pretty, I don't know that it's practical for me, because the amount of makeup that I do is very minimal. Even that being said, like, I don't feel like that's something I'd get enough use out of for $48. But it is a cool idea. I just don't know, like, you just have to ask yourself, like, are you really going to be concocting these colors and writing them out? Is that your style? Because if it's your vibe, then you totally should go with it. But just saying. Benefit came out with a new blush. It's called California, and they brought out this really cute pack that's called Sunday. See what they did there? My Prince Will Come. It's $32. It has the California blush. It has Gimme Brow, High Beam, Little Mini, a tinted primer, and a cosmetics bag. First of all, why did they put the cute, like, Sunday My Prince Will Come on the bag? Like, the bag's plain, but you look at the box, you're like, oh, that's so cute. And it has, like, little crowns, but then the bag's just pink. I guess for people who are extra like me, they just like the pink bag, but I'm like, why doesn't it have the decals on it? One thing I've seen people complain about is that there is like a sun on the front that is very glittery gold, but it is an overspray. And I do think that this blush is more for medium to deeper skin tones. I think it's a little bright for me, and I think that's wonderful that they're bringing out this. I think it's awesome for you girls that this matches your skin tone. I don't think that it would be as flattering on me. I just have to use a really light hand, and I'm not a big fan of things with oversprays. I gotta be honest. It's like, why not just put it in there? Like, and I already have a high beam. Give Me Brow, I've got the one from Essence. I know it's not exact dupe, but you know, it works for me. I don't really need a tinted primer. I'm fine without that. And then, you know, cosmetics bag, we already discussed that. So next is the Natasha Denona 28 palettes. They have one in a purple blue color and one in a green brown color. Now, I can totally see if these are as buttery and smooth and amazing as people say they are, and you are professional, you know, working on the set, $239, you're like, great, you know, that's my eyeshadows for the year. But like, do you really need these? And at that, do you really need both? Like, that's basically like spending $500. Even like with the sale, by the time you add tax on, you know, like $500 on these eyeshadows. That's a lot of money. That's so much money. And granted, they are beautiful. I'm sure they are pigmented and you get the shimmers and the mattes, but you guys have seen me pull out stuff. You know that I have tons and tons of things that are colored. Now, is this going to be the exact same quality as Natasha Denona? No, it's not. I'm not saying that that's not worth it for those who love it, but you know, I've got some pretty purples going on here. I've got the greens and the blues, and I'm really good. I'm good with just picking through my little palettes and finding something that works and being like, yeah, I'll use you today. But one thing you can do, instead of feeling badly about it, is find things that you love and let them inspire you. Like if you see a new collection come out, instead of being like, oh, I can't afford that, be like, you know what? I think I have something else that's like that. I'm going to put together a different look and use the products you have in a different way than maybe you would have before. All right, next is the Tom Ford lip color. I've got a lot of lip color, but I've never used this, and I'm sure someone who has used this will say it's worth it, but $53, my goodness. That's a lot. Like, that's more than YSL. Like, it's a lot. I mean, it's Tom Ford. Tom Ford. I've heard amazing things about Tom Ford, but I just don't think there's Tom Ford in my life. I just don't have that lifestyle, and that's okay. Next is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Now, this is a product that I have used that I actually really like. It does work really well, but it is really expensive, $54. And honestly, when I bought this, it was like primers were just starting to come out, and like all of them that I was using were just, my face makeup would not last. It was coming off, and I was just like at my wit's end, and I'm like, $54. If my makeup will stay on all day, sign me up. So I did, and I loved it, and I used every last drop. But since then, I've gotten better results with other primers. Like I've even used like Hard Candy from Walmart and still gotten decent results. Plus, I feel like the foundations have stepped up their game, so I haven't felt the need to repurchase this, but it is an awesome primer, I will not lie. All right, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I actually got a sample of this, and it is a beautiful foundation. It's very light to medium coverage. It's great if you've got perfect skin. If you want to make your perfect skin look better, then this will do it. But you know, when you've got a lot of texture going on and a lot of acne, girl, for $64, it better be covering that all up. And yeah, I mean, it just didn't. So I like to go with a little more full coverage, and I'm glad I got a sample of that because I wasn't tempted. Because at $64, that's like double other high-end foundations. Like that's double, I think, Kat Von D Lock-It, which you know covers it all up. So you know, you gotta realize with some of these, you're gonna be paying for the name. And that is one of them. So Milk of Makeup has kind of become popular, really popular in 2016, and there's a lot of buzz about them. They do have their holographic supernova highlighter, and I've talked about holographic highlighters and other anti-hauls, and I've mentioned, you know, I've got an Essence highlighter, and I've got a ColourPop highlighter that kind of had those like holographic or multi-toned look to them, and they are very beautiful. And I've seen some really awesome like editorial-ish looks with them, and you're just like, wow, that looks amazing. But you just have to ask yourself, do I really want something looking blue and purple reflect on my face when I go to the grocery store? I mean, I do, because that's me, and I'll go to the grocery store looking like a bum, or I'll go to the grocery store looking like I stepped out of a magazine. I don't know. But you just have to think, is this something I really need? And for $28? Also, another tip is you could find your really nice like holographic eyeshadow There you go, money saved. So Tarte came out with a new highlighting palette, and you have to listen to this name, okay? The Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette Volume 2. That was kind of a mouthful, but it's a beautiful palette. They have a medium highlighter, a light highlighter, a more peachy tone for more deeper skin, and then a more candlelight highlighter. But, you know, I did invest in this. I got a gift card for Christmas, and I got the Tarte's Pro Glow palette. I love this. Don't regret it. They do have a mini version. If you guys just want to get a sampling, I would go for the mini because you don't need all of these, but they're good. I still enjoy them. But it looked really close. The candlelight one looked really close to Stunner, which is what I've got on today. So I was like, oh, well, you know, I kind of got the light in the medium and the peach and the Stunner, so I'm good. All right, Kevyn Aucoin came out with this Neo setting powder and a Neo Limelight. So the Neo setting powder was very interesting to me because, like, okay, the Limelight, you know, holographic highlighter, you know, we all know that game. But it's like, it's a setting powder that's supposed to take you from matte to satin in one swipe. That's their claim, one swipe. So then I'm like, so Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana? Like, if I really wanted to go from matte to satin in one swipe, this is like $3, $4 maybe. You can buy it at Target. Next is Pat McGrath's Labs. Now, this is a very controversial subject because some people are like, oh my gosh, the packaging is so cheap, it looks like e.l.f. Some people are like, the products are so amazing, how could you ever say this? It's for like actual people who are like professionals and they don't care about the packaging. So I don't know if I have an opinion on that because I've never used any of these products, but they do look very beautiful in their display. They come in like a zippered pouch almost with some glitter and beading and lots of fun things. So you like dump it out and it's like, yay. And then you're like, oh wait, I have a big mess to clean up. But they came out with a new pack that's called Dark Star 006 and it's the ultraviolet blue. And I just want to tell you that there's a warning on Sephora's website that says this will stain your skin. You need to make sure you put a heavy duty primer down before you use this. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, can you imagine if you were having one of those days where you like do the wing and the wing and the wing and then you end up with panda eyes, but then you did it with the ultraviolet blue and then it wouldn't come off? Like you'd be like, you'd be rubbing your eyes and they'd be like red and swollen and yet still faintly blue and you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I could dare put that on my eyes knowing that it might not ever come off. So in this kit, you get 4 eye pigments, one of them being the ultraviolet blue. You get a clear gloss, which I know MAC dabbled in that, and it's very beautiful for like editorial, but I'm not a big fan of like greasy eyelids. Like think of Carmex on your eyelids. I just think that if you're doing that kind of photography, it could be amazing. I just don't know that it'd be wearable for me when I'm picking my kids up from school. But of course I'm wearing the blue highlighter to the grocery store, so maybe I can roll with it. And you get an eyeliner and a blender brush for the whopping price of $130. So that is everything in my anti-haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, don't take it too seriously if you bought all these things. I'm so happy for you. But if you can't afford any of it, don't feel bad because I'm not buying any of it. So it's okay. I'm here with you, girl. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys love anti-hauls, I'd love for you guys to check out my other ones. I will link a playlist up above. And as always, have a wonderful day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.